Hi, this is a pile of records someone gave me Friday, December 17th. This is not a very good pile of records, although I always appreciate getting free records. But I decided to show this pile of records to you guys to show you what the typical pile of unwanted records looks like in a thrift store, for instance. And you'll see most of this stuff is French. But there are some records I didn't have that I will keep. For instance, The Police Here, Spirits in the Material World, I didn't have this, so that's great. Stevie Nicks, Stop Dragging My Heart Around. This is in French. I'll switch to French a lot, sorry. Ça c'est Sylvie Tremblay, Tinamère, je connais pas ça. C'est sur l'étiquette de Gilles Vigneault, le Nordais. Saint-Hubert et ses petits amis, je m'appelle Saint-Hubert, chanson de Saint-Hubert. Ça m'écoeure le part et la pochette parce que je collectionne les disques pour enfants. Là-bas, c'est medley de Hello Moineau. Desire by Ronnie Griffith, very common. You probably have 2-3 copies of that. Ça c'est René et Nathalie, René Small, elle ne fait pas la gueule au bon Dieu. Puis notre bas c'est celle du capitaine, with a deletion hole in the label. This is the only record that could have been worth anything in the pile, but it's scratchy and it doesn't have the cover, the searchers on Pi Records. I looked it up, I forgot what the title is, unfortunately. The number is NPL 30056. It's a shame the sleeve is not there. And yeah, the box set is not there. Just I don't know what to do with this. I'm afraid to throw it out in case I do find the box set and the book might be missing, so I don't know. If one of you guys needs this, although the shipping will cost more than what's worth. But I'm not even a Bruce Springsteen fan at all, so I might discard it. I don't know what I'll do with this. Rock and Roll Fever Volume 1, Rock and Roll Fever Volume 2, K-Tel. Opération Beurre le Peanut, chanson interprétée par Céline Dion. So that's going in my collection. And I'm not sure, I think the English version of this album is very valuable. I'm almost sure it's this record, yeah. The English version of this, if you ever see, I don't know what the title is in English, it's one of the most valuable Céline Dion records. But I didn't even have this French version, so I'm glad. Le chien tue à l'orgue de Rêve en rêverie. Unfortunately, I already have this one. Jean Lapointe Jongleur. Jean Lapointe was, or still is, a very famous French-Canadian performer, singer. Alain Brett, Terme pour rêver, Flûte magique, K-Tel, volume 2. Volume 1. Pierre Belmont, Thème pour rêver, Flûte de Pan. Miracle Mart, $8.99. I miss Miracle Mart. This was a false joy. Lawrence Welk, Most Requested TV Favorites, Champagne Style. I'm looking only for one song. Adios, au revoir, off Wiedersehen. I can't say this. Unfortunately, it's not the version with chorus that I want. It's a later done instrumental. Too bad. Another classical, Beethoven, Masters of Melody by Reader's Digest. Céline Dion, Chant et Conte de Noël. Céline sings Christmas songs and she tells a little story. And there's this, Yvan Ducharme does the voice of his character called Peanut. Céline et Peanut. Yeah, I have this already. I didn't have this. Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. I think I don't have it. I'm not sure. It has money for nothing. Good condition. Ravel Bolero, Charles Dutoit, Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal. Still sealed. Big deal. I think I already have a sealed copy. Yep, that's the only interesting record in the pile. Beatles 62-66 on Capitol. The lyric sheets are inside. Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits, very common. La Détente Subliminale, volume 1. Subliminal relaxing music. Détente, Le Sommeil éveillé, Yoga Nidra. Colette Mahé. I think I have a sealed copy of this, I've never listened to it. Olivia's Greatest Hits, volume 2, very common. Noël en Famille by K-Tel, 1977, with Johnny Farago and René. She was René Angela's first wife, and she was his wife when René discovered Céline Dion. This is Michel Richard. She's a bitch. I collect her records like any other records, but as a person, I really despise this person. She has what we say in French, une tête enflée. She thinks she's the shit and she's not. Okay, tell. James Last, super non-stop dancing, totally worthless. See that all the time. This is a little bit more interesting, but I have it already. Oh, there's a deletion hole there. I didn't see that. Too bad. The Electric Dreams, worthy for me because it has 2 Jeff Lynne songs. I love Jeff Lynne. Video and Let It Run. I'd like to find this on CD instead. I already have it on my own. This is interesting. Nathalie Simard chante et raconte La Garde des Tucs, which was a hit movie in Quebec, and the cover is drawn by I don't know his name. Damn it! I should know it, but Réal Godbout, who drew comic books for a magazine here called Croc, and also, why am I saying this in English? I should be something. Anyway, Je ne suis qu'une chanson de Ginette Renault. Very common. Very common. I mean, I remember a store that's gone now. In the 1990s, they had like 200 copies in the store, all overpriced. Like they didn't want to sell them. Joe Dassin, 20 disques d'or. I collect Joe Dassin records. I mentioned him. Maybe some of you have never seen him. And that's the first album I bought by him. Paid full price, then it fell on special 1 week later. Taught me never to buy records full price. 20 hits, and I have it. And that's only a few of his records. This is Jean-Pierre Ferland, who does a live concert at a women's prison. Where is it again? And I don't remember. La prison des femmes Tanguay, le 15 août 1975. That's interesting. So it's not just what's his name, Johnny Cash, who sings in prison. Une fois ça was an extremely important concert in Quebec in 1975 or 76. Damn it, I forgot. I should know this. I'm ashamed. Sorry. But yeah, very important concert. Has Yvon Deschamps. He's a legend. In Quebec, the most famous stand-up comic in Quebec. Jean-Pierre Ferland, a musical genius. Robert Charlebois, our biggest French-Canadian rocker. Claude Léveillé, another important singer, composer. And Gilles Vigneault, another legend and symbol of Quebec. They gave a live concert in front of thousands and thousands of people, either in 75 or 76. Sorry, I think it's 76. I'm almost sure. And on this record, is it? No, it was on another album. Sorry, I was going to say something, but I was wrong. K-Tel Disco. I had this on an 8-track tape when I was a kid, when it came out. The Sid Lawrence Orchestra plays Glenn Miller in super stereo. I'll have to check it out, but usually I'm not keen on Glenn Miller remakes unless it's a totally different spin, like played on an organ or something like that. But I prefer the original. I mean, Glenn Miller CDs and 78s are so easy to find. They're worthless. Nana Mouskouri, Une Voix. Her best album because it has 3 hits. Millissimo, Soleil Soleil, which is a big part of my childhood, and Le Temps qui nous reste, huge hit. Another common one, Barbra Streisand's Greatest Hits Volume 2. This one, the big stores, big thrift stores always have like dozens of this record. But I love a song that's been played a lot when I was a kid, which is I think it's the I don't know which one, but it's the short instrumental version of Skybird. That's a big part of my childhood. Tchaikovsky or whatever, Dvorak. I have so many classical records, I don't know what to do with them. I don't keep them anymore. Mireille Mathieu en direct de l'Olympia. Mireille Mathieu records are a dime a dozen here in Quebec. Richard Clayderman, Rêverie, pianist. I might keep it if I don't already have it, just because it has Yesterday, and I systematically collect every record that has a Beatles song on it, especially if it's kitschy. That's a souvenir record from Hawaii, 2 copies. Another Mireille Mathieu. Another Mireille Mathieu. This one has my favorite song by her, which is Pourquoi le monde est sans amour. A big part of my childhood, and again, it's been played on the radio when I was a kid. André Gagnon, Saga. He's known all over the world. When I went to a thrift store in Australia, I saw André Gagnon records. I was really proud because he's a guy from here, from Quebec, and he made it big there. I have tons of copies of this. But Oof is a very good song. Nathalie Simard, Ballroom Dancing, another Ballroom Dances, not keeping that. J'ai rencontré le Père Noël, soundtrack movie. Again, Nathalie Simard sings the song. I already have this record. Joyeux Noël, Nathalie. If I have Nathalie Simard records in my collection, it's only for kitsch value. I'm a fan of Nathalie Simard. This is a rip-off of the Chipmunks, Bouchon et ses écureuils, Bouchon and his squirrels. And Paulo Noel is a famous singer who became also a comedian on TV, an actor. And unfortunately, this is in terrible shape. Well, not terrible, just like I wished it would be in better shape. It's playable, but and somebody wrote her name on the cover. Another Nathalie Simard, and I think it's beat up. Noël avec Nathalie. When you find Nathalie Simard records, you never find only one, because all the fans bought all the records, not just one record. Nathalie chante pour ses amis. Totally worthless. Jean Lapointe. I mentioned Jean Lapointe before. This was his best album. There's at least 4 or 5 radio hits on this album alone, and I bought 2 45s all from this album because I was too poor to buy albums when I was a kid. They were like $10. 45 was $1.40. Chante ta chanson. Nathalie Simard again. Mireille Mathieu again. Enfin prenant nos mains. Don't have this one. 10 Years of Gold. Kenny Rogers. A double compilation by Ginette Renault. Best singer in Quebec ever. Better than Céline Dion. Actually, René Angélil tried to make a star out of her before Céline Dion, but she was emotionally unstable and attached to her, in conflict with her boyfriend of the time, who was against her projects, and she should have stayed with René Angélil. She would be the Céline Dion you know today, the big star. And Bee Gees' Greatest. With that, I keep forgetting this opens in a 3 feet long poster. Really cool poster. And their faces are on the record labels. Breakdance, but nah, big deal. It doesn't have the color poster, it doesn't have the instructional wrap, and the cover and the record are scratchy. That's it. That's a typical like dud pile of records. But gives you an idea of what is commonly found here in thrift stores and garage sales.